Elections have consequences. United States, the 51st state, the other side of the wall, Gulf of America, Trump land, anti-European moat. You guys realize the president threatening to invade our allies is bad, actually, right? You people are unhinged freaks. Y'all need to be locked up for real. Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Hashtag Happy Birthday Bernie. This is how birthday cake works when you have friends.
Boom. Roasted.
He took the life of a dad who did nothing to him and has zero remorse. This your hero? When my dad got cancer, they tried to kick him off his insurance, so as he was dying, his life was paperwork and phone calls. Begging an insurer you pay monthly to cover your case and then dying anyway. He was in a shared hospital room as he died. Your CEO. Elon Musk says Doge probably won't find $2 trillion in federal budget cuts. Musk previously said his Department of Government Efficiency would be able to recommend cuts to the federal budget of at least $2 trillion. They aren't going to find $2 trillion in waste. They aren't going to lower grocery prices. They aren't going to fix immigration. They are, however, going to give themselves trillions in tax breaks and pay for them by cutting Social Security and Medicare. Yay! Elon's estranged daughter has re-entered the chat. Oh, I don't know about her. I understand your new angle is this Western values Christian family man thing, but it's such a weird choice. You are not a family man. You are a serial adulterer who won't stop lying about your own children. You are not a Christian, as far as I'm aware. You've never stepped foot in a church. You are not some bastion for equality or progress. You called Arabic the language of the enemy when I was 6, have been sued for discrimination multiple times, and are from apartheid South Africa. You are not saving the planet. You do not give a fuck about climate change, and you're lying about multi-planetary civilization as both an excuse and because you want to seem like the CEO from Ready Player One. I would mention the birth rate stuff, but I'm not touching that weird 14 words the 10-foot pole. You single-handedly disillusioned me with how gullible we are as a species because somehow people keep believing you for some reasons that continue to evade me. God damn, they just laid it all out, really. I mean, the Green New Deal will destroy the American energy industry as we know it. The electric light bulb will destroy the American whale oil lamp industry as we know it. How did Doge go from let's cut wasteful government spending to here's why we need to import more immigrants almost overnight? Did I miss something? It's because Elon owns your party now, dumbass. Come hell or high water, we are here to certify President Trump's election victory today. Hashtag MAGA. It snowed. It's not like there's a violent mob outside beating up cops who are desperately trying to protect members of Congress inside. For the record, Christianity is the only religion to ever uphold women as true equals. Every other religion is about suppression through force and coercion. Coercion, that's a weird word. That would explain all those female popes. Sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Oh, my pee-pee feels good, this is great. In fact, if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. All that feel-good pee-pee sex and hardly any genetic legacy? I've never seen a full-grown man struggle so hard with a closet door. Gen Z is too afraid to ask a waiter for extra ketchup, but will body slam a cop. We respect those who actually serve. Bruh. What happens when a whole generation never grows up? As American 30-somethings increasingly bypass the traditional milestones of adulthood, economists are warning that what seemed like a lag may in fact be a permanent state of arrested development. Bypassing traditional milestones is a funny way of saying that most of us can't afford to buy a house with multiple jobs, won't have children because we can't afford them. Most of our degrees are useless, and we are the poorest generation among all current living generations. Remember that period in American history when people were crushed by the government and marched off to camps? Neither do I. That's because we have the Second Amendment. Yes, I do remember the Trail of Tears and the shameful episode where we marched Japanese Americans into internment camps. Sit the f*** down, boy. Trump inauguration to be moved indoors due to cold. The party that wants to bring back masculinity and real men has moved the inauguration indoors cause it's too cold. There are certainly other factors at play, but heavy use of C-sections allows for a larger brain, as brain size has historically been limited by birth canal diameter. Happy New Year. I'm a pediatrician, and this is a fabricated lie. Only the best from Elon. You know who's not on the Epstein list? My father. Because if he was, it would have leaked in about half a second. That's a fact. Donald Trump was on Epstein's flight logs at least 7 times. Here are the receipts straight from the court records in the Ghislaine Maxwell case. Yeah, I didn't even have to see that context to know that. Like, I think literally everyone ever went, oh, Trump's on those lists. Weird. 9-year-old boy pays off entire school lunch debt for his class after saving his allowance. No, just no. Give this boy back his money and make school lunch free. This is not a heartwarming story. Little kids should not be cleaning up the messes made by selfish adults. Yeah, real shit, dude. So much of the male loneliness epidemic boils down to the fact that a lot of men just don't like women. They don't find them interesting. They don't enjoy being around them. They want to have a girlfriend in the abstract, but their lives are otherwise entirely homosocial. In my experience, it's just politics. If a girl finds out I'm against abortion or immigration, she just immediately cuts me out of her life. Smart move on her part. Our state, Mississippi, is one of our smallest and poorest, yet it has a larger GDP than Canada. Lamau, Mississippi GDP, $119.55 billion. Canada GDP, $2.14 trillion. Math is hard for MAGA. From MAGA to mega, make Europe great again. So many people in Europe lack hope for the future or think Europe is bad in some way. Pervasive pessimism. This will lead to the end of Europe. Therefore, it must change. Mate, you're extremely unpopular in Europe. I just saw a poll from Italy showing your approval rating at -78%. Best to let us Europeans make our own decisions. We live longer, have better and more affordable healthcare, enjoy better food, and benefit from paid holidays, maternity leave, and sick days. I'm not gonna argue with any of that, except for the better food. To be fair, I've not had I've had some European food, but as an American, I've had way more American cuisine, and I think it's pretty tasty. Elon Musk says the new Twitter/X algorithm will penalize negativity, gets caught liking makes likes private, his ex-wife blocks him, changes the way blocking works, notices everyone on his posts comments is shitting on him, announces he will penalize any tweet deemed as negative. Masterful gambit, sir. You're not fragile at all. Dude, like, imagine having all that money and still giving a shit what people say about you. Like, dude, I'd be crying in my... I don't even know how much money the guy has. Duckworth. Can you name one of our 3 international security agreements? Hegseth gives wrong answer. Duckworth. You're not qualified. Got him. This may end up being my most accurate meme ever. USA, USA, USA. At least we're not Americans. This meme is funny because it's literally the opposite. Canada is ranked number 5 in the world for quality of life. The USA is ranked 22nd. Why is no one in the media willing to discuss Biden's seemingly apparent cognitive decline? This is a US presidential election. Frankly, the potential of this condition heading into the White House must be addressed. As uncomfortable, sad, and difficult as that topic may be. Your dad suggested nuking a hurricane, big guy. I forgot about that. Wow. Luigi t-shirts. The left is celebrating a murderer who robbed children of their father. Disgusting. This you? Kyle Rittenhouse is a patriot and one of the last few true American heroes. Video games are meant for you to be immersed in an exciting and creative alternative reality and have fun with friends. Adding present-day political bullshit kills the vibe. So does paying others to play for you and then acting like nothing happened. Yeah, we're not gonna forget about that one for a while. Also, he doesn't want present-day politics in games, but he wants, like, it was fine before, like old politics. It's like, it's not even politics he's talking about. He's probably talking about a pronoun option in a video game. Dude, like, actually find something worth getting upset over. You're such a baby. Trump, I am the friend of police. Reporter, 400 of the people you pardoned assaulted police officers. Whoops. Those who want power are the ones who least deserve it. Hilarious. Least self-aware tweet I've ever seen. I've introduced my first bill of the 118th Congress. It would defund Planned Parenthood. Narrator, her 17-year-old son got a 15-year-old girl pregnant. 95% approval rating in the Republican Party. Thank you. Charles Manson had a 100% approval rating among his followers. What's your point? President Biden leaves behind a lasting legacy of weakness. His foreign policy decisions have cost American lives in Afghanistan and around the world. More troops died in Afghanistan under Trump than Biden, but you couldn't care less. You don't mention those heroes ever. Disgraceful. Damn, you are stunning, but I'm afraid you'd spend more time drinking and partying on Insta than in a relationship. Lol. You're absolutely right, Rob. Lol, who says you can't judge someone based off a couple pics? Haha. I'm not sure. Who says that, Rob? Ignorant, naive people, lol. Was a generality, lol. Not an actual question. Rhetorical one could say, haha. It's my turn. I'm pegging you as someone who is extremely insecure. In relationships, you probably have extreme jealousy issues and are controlling. The girls you date probably aren't allowed to go out and have fun because girls' nights are just excuses for them to cheat on you. You've been burned by someone in the past and now use that as a reason to attempt to gaslight every potential partner that you might have, because women are all evil and terrible and you're just a nice guy. Also, your profile says 5'9", but I'm willing to bet money that you're 5'7" in heels. How'd I do, Rob? I have a feeling Rob did not respond after that. Today was the day we found out who was getting rich by screwing over the American worker. Gotta say, Jack, if you're only just figuring that out today, you need to sit down. Thanks, Park City. Vail Resorts and the striking ski patrol. Really creating a fun and safe environment. I hope the lawsuits begin to trickle in and every one of you feel financial pain for your negligence. Really wealthy people finding out a small group of working class people on strike and their day, ruin their vacation, and cost them time and money is my favorite reason to support strikes. Padilla, will you defend the birthright citizenship as the law of the land? Bondi, I will study birthright citizenship. Padilla, you're asking to be considered for Attorney General and you still need to study the 14th Amendment of the Constitution? Huh? Why doesn't Japan need immigration to excel? Why is it only Western countries we hear this about? Maybe they don't elect politicians who promise to get rid of their Department of Education? Disturbing body cam footage shows New York prison guards brutally beating handcuffed inmate, leading to his death. Hey, New York mayor, you gonna perp walk these cops too, or is it not terrorism enough to beat a defenseless man to death? Waters, Canada, the fact that they don't want us to take them over makes me want to invade. I want to quench my imperialist thirst. The MAGA doesn't like taking no for an answer. Doesn't matter if it's a girl or a country. Mark Zuckerberg, recipient of world's first rat penis transplant, announces Meta will stop fact-checking. Dude, I still can't believe he died. Like, that's crazy. Loomer is trolling for attention. Ignore. Telling the truth isn't trolling. Read the room, Elon Musk. You bought your way into MAGA 5 minutes ago after Trump almost had his head blown off in Butler. Remember when you voted for Biden and popped up at Governor Ron DeSantis and you said Trump was too old? We all know you only donated your money so you can influence immigration policy and protect your buddy Xi Jinping. Canada just announced that it'll provide the new COVID vaccine to every Canadian who wants it for free. That's great. Just out of curiosity, which country was it that developed the vaccine? Wonder why. Thanks for asking, Ted. The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine was first developed in Germany by a pair of immigrant scientists from Turkey. Thank you, by the way, the people who worked on that vaccine. Yikes. A government big enough to give you everything is big enough to take everything. Literally. Alabama Democrat process bill mandating all men have vasectomy at age 50 or after third child. Yes, the government shouldn't be involved in private reproductive health choices. Yes, that's a great point you made. Yes. Trace route woke mind virus. Woke mind virus found at 127001. Woke mind virus deleted RMRF. For those unfamiliar with network stuff, 127001 is your own device, so I'm not too sure what he's trying to say here. The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H1B. Take a big step back and yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. You'll go to war with Americans? Perhaps you should take a big step back from our government. Stop donating to Wikipedia until they restore balance to their editing authority. Considering Grok gets most of its information from Wikipedia, shouldn't you be donating the most? No president ever worked harder than me cleaning up the mess I inherited. FDR fought the Great Depression and led us through World War II. Lincoln saved the Union. You have golfed 156 times, visited Mar-a-Lago 27 times, and spend 6 hours a day on executive time tweeting and watching cable news. You may be the laziest president who ever lived. Women's logic. Bikini. Right, something that is worn like on a beach or at the pool or something. Maybe you wear something that shows yourself off a little bit. Sure, why not? No problem. Underwear. Something that is worn beneath clothes, commonly only worn by itself when you are in a private area. Yeah, makes sense. OMG, don't look. Make it make sense. I think I did, actually. I think common sense just makes it make sense. I don't know. It's called consent. I know your kind isn't very fond of it. Yeah, no, listen. How old are you? Like, what, 12? Grow up. You want to take our guns, but you don't know jack about guns. See the problem? I don't even know what that means. Damn near 100% of the men trying to regulate my uterus can't find my clitoris, Tammy. Sheesh.